don't we just ask
Jaylen?
right here?
What's up, brother?
What's up, Jaylen?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. You got double mics.
Yeah.
Mic'd up twice.
Yeah, can you explain?
It's streaming live on Twitch right now.
Yeah. Oh, are you really?
So where's the
Wow.
Twitch crew? Right here?
They're right there.
What's up,
What's up,
Twitch?
Drew?
What's up, Twitch?
This is my first Twitch debut.
You're heavy on
my
the stream
Twitch
game
debut.
now, huh?
I just
You're
got
going
into
all
it.
in.
I'm in.
It's like you tested it with a couple of the guys, and now you're like, I got to do my own thing.
Exactly. I gave the media a fair chance now.
You just do it yourself. State your source. Kai Cenat, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
We're going to catch you on that leaderboard right now. What do you do on Twitch? You like super like something and you can donate money? How does that work? I sound so old.
I guess
Yeah,
you could
you
do
do.
that.
You do, and
You
you're
do.
young.
Super likes.
What is it? A super like that you can do on Twitch?
Subscribe, I think.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
You can subscribe.
Tune in.
But
I think you're thinking
I
about
plan on
something
doing a
else.
bunch of giveaways, just to all the people, all the supporters and stuff like that, doing a bunch of giveaways. But it's just an avenue to be able to address things or talk to your fan base directly. A lot of times, sometimes when you talk to the media, there's angles and narratives.
Not this table, though,
No.
just to be clear.
No,
They get
maybe
all
not
mixed
you,
up.
not you guys.
There
right?
you go, yeah.
But you know how it goes. So being able to speak directly, and I think that will come in handy in the future. So
What's like the average viewership for your Twitch?
I'm not sure. I just started. I don't really look at the views.
I know nothing.
That's
about
like
I need to learn
straight to
more.
it.
I feel old now too. Shoot, I
She's pocket watching your.
You and Kyrie are really like the two NBA players who are doing this.
I think,
right?
yeah, and I think you're going to start seeing it more.
Yeah.
You're going to see it a lot.
Well, because you're a leader by example.
Hopefully, I'm going to try to keep it, community oriented, keep it basketball related. I'm not going to do a bunch of the stuff that you see other streamers do. But I think
Like
it's the way.
racing on the streets of Boston. I was like, Jaylen, please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt.
He's a good multitasker.
I won that race, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I mean, there is
that's
one
the only
angle.
takeaway.
There is one angle that shows you leaning forward and winning.
Yeah. The angles, that just shows you the time we're in, depending on how you see it. Depending on what angle you're standing at, depends on your perception of reality. So.
Wow, that's very deep.
Jaylen.
I mean, that's put that right on the list of Jaylen Brown quotes. Now, I do want to ask you because it's fitting for you to find another avenue to show your personality and talk about the things that are meaningful to you. So before we talk about basketball in this upcoming season, I want to ask you what you've been up to in the off season that's been meaningful to you away from the court.
First, just healing. I think, having a surgery, even though it wasn't a major surgery, it was still like, for me, I've only had one other one on my wrist. So just healing. I mean, just taking some time to take a step back and kind of look at things. And then I just got immersed into the community this summer. I was spending a lot of time here in Boston. So I got to go to a bunch of schools, a bunch of different places in the community, and really just try to engage with the people who have shown me nothing but love and support since I've been here. Like, I have what they call fans, but I don't even feel, for some that is not even suiting or fitting. It's like supporters or family almost, in a sense. So I'm very grateful for all the ones who have showed up for me and have cheered me on through the ups and downs here in the city of Boston, on and off the court. So I value those people tremendously.
I'm glad you asked that, because one thing that I wanted to ask you is about, it seems like you are doing more meaningful work than any individual player in the NBA. Like, you are committed to that, both your individual personal resources, the time. What is it that drives you to do that so consistently? Because, I mean, we see you out in the community all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my grandmother passed away 2 years ago in February. She actually passed away right before the All-Star game when we were in Utah. But she was a social worker. She was a woman of the church. She was very community oriented, and she really emphasized that in all of her grandchildren, including me. So, as a person with a big platform, I've always felt like a responsibility, because that's just how things have always been. We've always fed the homeless. We've always been around doing volunteer work. I was in Habitat for Humanity. We would go pick up trash in the community. We would do all different type of things. So the work just didn't stop. When I got to the NBA, it just magnified everything.
It's pretty cool.
Seeing you have been, as we've been talking about, just in the day in and day out. And I'm going to even shout out my girl Bree Danucci, because I know she's probably watching this, and every time I see her take a picture with you, you guys are just lighting up, and it seems like family. How important is that going to be for you, just in a new year, maybe you could say stepping into a bigger role and having the community, this family behind your back?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question because I look at this season. This season is for them. All the people you're thinking about, all the people you're naming that have been supporting me for day one. This year is dedicated to you guys. So I'm looking forward to that.
Did he look at his Twitch camera
I thought
or one of our
We're gonna get it.
I don't know.
Twitch, can we get the video? Because we will air it on NBC Sports Boston.
Depends
and if you're
on what
not
angle
watching
you're looking
Twitchers,
from, okay?
I'm not trying to redirect the
Depends on
Twitchers right now,
perception.
but tune in to NBC Sports Boston too. Have a red zone.
So Jaylen, you talked about healing, and you had the knee surgery. How are you feeling entering the season?
I feel great. I think I'm getting close to 100%. We've been just trusting the medical staff, ramping up. I feel great. I feel my athleticism is back. I'm running. I'm a little lighter, I would say, but I feel awesome. I feel ready.
Do you know that you set the Celtics fan base ablaze yesterday when you were catching the ball only with your left hand and only throwing it with your left hand? People thought that you were very injured.
No, I'm not injured.
You were wearing the glove.
I'm not injured.
Okay,
I'm
good.
fine.
I'm glad we were able to clear that up. Glad we were able to clear that up.
And entering this season, I mean, without JT we'll see how long he's out. You sliding into 1A role for sure. There's no question about that now. How do you approach this season?
The same way I've approached any other season. I feel confident in myself. I think that's more of like the media narratives between the 1As and 1Bs and all that type of stuff. Mentally, I don't partake in that. I just come out and just be myself. Obviously, it's going to be different with JT not on the floor. But in terms of like how I approach things, no different.
How will it be with, not that your relationship with Joe would be any different, but to have a different maybe offense without Jason Tatum being in the mix at least early on? How do you kind of go about approaching this season with Joe? How do you communicate your style of play that may support you being that one guy?
Yeah, we've had some good conversations. For me, I want to play fast, play faster. But I've been saying that for
You have been saying that like every year,
a few years now. Like some of the teams that, that even we saw in the finals, they play fast. Indiana plays fast. OKC plays fast, and more teams play with that pace. That's the pace that I've always wanted to play at. Obviously, our personnel hasn't always been able to suit that, but I think we'll be able to play a little faster this year. So I'm excited about that.
I know you just said it. You're mentally nothing changes for you without Jason, but clearly something on the court does, right? Like you're going to have more responsibility like every night. There's no question about that. What areas of your game that I think sometimes they fly under the radar to the national media. They don't get to watch you every single game. But what areas of your game do you think are going to show up a little bit more this year in this situation?
I think my playmaking. I think I definitely, over the last 2 years, I've been put in that role to be more of a playmaker. And even though the numbers haven't really jumped off, but I think I've improved in that area a lot. And I think this year will be a great year to see that. Hopefully I have a couple triple-doubles this year or multiple assist games.
Is there anything you did in the offseason that I haven't seen on Instagram or Twitch of dumbbells in the pool? Like, was there a new thing that we did this offseason that was under the radar or I didn't catch?
Maybe. I worked out with a swim coach at BC, Dara. She's like a 4-time Olympic gold medalist, just to perfect my form in the water. Like, just really trying to master your efficiency, no wasted movement. And I feel like the better swimmer you are is it's an analogy to life. You don't want no wasted movement, no drag, no extra. You want to just be able to just get from point A to point B as easy as possible.
I'm glad to hear that you didn't do anything that was borderline could have killed you, because
he can hold his breath
some of that training.
What's your time?
3 minutes, right, or something like that?
Yeah, I don't even know anymore. I haven't timed it in a while, but
when you did that for the first time, how long did it take for you to get to 3? I'm amazed by that.
A year or so, some time. I've been training in the water for going on 3 years now. Shout out to Gabby and Laird. They kind of took me in, and I kind of it's become a lifestyle at this point. I started surfing and things like that, which is pretty fun. I didn't do any this summer because I had a knee surgery, but maybe
decision.
next summer I'll get back to it.
I tried surfing once. It didn't go
JV
too well.
surfing.
That core strength, I don't think I have it.
Is that something you want to keep doing? You want to keep working on your surfing skill?
Yeah, you got to just ride the wave, Drew. Yeah. You got to ride the wave, man.
I like it. Is this a new look, by the way? The shorter.
It's actually an old look. I'm
Okay.
bringing it back
Bring
a
it
little bit. Yeah, I used to have the half sleeve. Got that from Kobe. Kobe used to wear like the half sleeve on his arm.
Love it.
Kobe inspired me in so many different ways. So, yeah, I always watch film, watching highlights, and find myself, even hearing his voice sometimes. So, shout out to Kobe.
What about some of these new guys for you? Who's kind of caught your attention personality-wise? Like, take us into, we're getting to know some of them. Amari, Ugo.
For sure, all of them have been great. They've came right in. They've been working for the last month, and they've been adopting this identity that we're gonna need. Any standouts? Luka Garza, he's been looking great. Hugo, the young guy, he's been learning at a fast rate, at a fast pace. So all of those guys, I'm looking forward to. Fernie's super talented.
Is that what you call him, Fernie?
I call him Ant. We call him Ant.
Okay.
It's Ant Fernie.
Yes.
Ant Fernie.
I kind of like Fernie. I don't want it. He has to like it. I can't.
He's
just
the
be
Inferno.
Oh, wow. This guy
Charisma's
is
on it today.
doing it all day.
That's why I'm here.
He came up with the Gravedigger.
I know.
That got some national attention.
Oh,
the
you
Gravedigger.
did.
I did.
I don't know if we
because-
can do it on NBC.
Oh,
but
there's a fine. There's a fine.
NBC.
There are no
You
fines
gave
on
us the
Twitch.
hazard. It's fine.
If you don't want Jaylen to get fined, super like this on Twitch. You can donate,
Super like this.
donate to his
Super
fine.
like.
Yeah.
Don't they have the hearts that like goes
I think
up?
so.
Yeah.
I've seen Twitch
On the note of the young guys, though, and actually just the new guys in general, you're the unquestioned leader of this team. You're the longest tenured Celtic. I'm curious, how do you go about establishing relationships with these guys and learning who they are on and off the court? I'm just curious for your perspective
Just
on that.
spending some time with them. Like, just a part of some of the young guys came to the Patriots game yesterday.
Some. It was like
Most
half
of-
the team.
Most of them, right? Yeah, just spending some time with them. Trying to create environments where we can all just hang out, learn about each other, because we gotta make up for, we gotta get our chemistry together, and we don't have a lot of time. We got a whole new team, and people think it's just all the pieces are supposed to fit right together.
Take some time.
It doesn't work like that. A lot of the guys that are gone now, I played with for a long time or have had a lot of basketball experience. So we got to make up for lost time to make sure the product, when we get to the first game of the season, is there. So I think we got to spend some more time with each other and really try to chemistry build as much as possible from now until the end of the season. But it takes work. It doesn't just show up. Rarely can you just show up with a bunch of guys and it works out. So I've been trying to go out of my way to set up events, me and D. White, so we can just start getting guys in the same room, building with each other, building chemistry, trust, all of that. Because that's what you'll see when you're on the court, chemistry, trust, or not. So we're working on that.
What have you guys
Spaghetti
been doing?
dinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do for
Dinner.
chemistry.
You
This
take
is
them
my senior year of
surfing?
basketball talking. Spaghetti dinner.
Dinners, concerts,
Football game.
events.
Yours is a little more elite,
You know what I mean?
Spaghetti dinners.
Inviting guys to the crib, the house, you know what I mean? All that type of stuff. Inviting them to come on,
Yeah,
on a
come on
stream,
Twitch,
on
yeah.
Twitch, just
Yeah,
come
first
hang
of all,
out.
we're honored, so thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
No
us
problem,
on.
dude. Hey.
Surprised us. We didn't know we were going on Twitch today, but we'll take it.
I couldn't think of a better crew.
Ah, shucks.
Man, I can see it live when I hear it.
we made it on Twitch.
There we go. Where everybody wave.
Everyone super like it.
Super like. Jaylen, thank you
Thanks,
so
man.
much
We
for your
appreciate it, man.
time.
Good
Thank you, guys.
Really
Appreciate
looking
you.
forward to kill it this season.
Thanks for all the work
All right, man.
off the court.
Bye, Twitchers.